Okay, hi to all 13 people who are gonna see this video. The reason I'm making this video is because I was searching online for a product and I was very surprised that I couldn't find a single thing about it. Or it's better to say I couldn't find a whole lot of really relevant information or reviews about the product. So that product is the Brownells BRN-15 upper. Specifically, this is the 11.5 inch barreled upper with the M-LOK rail. Comes as a complete upper minus the bolt carrier group and the charging handle. Everything else is there. Basically, when I was looking, couldn't find any reviews. I couldn't find much about it. I thought that's pretty weird. Brownells is a big company. They make, or their items that come under their name, branded name, are generally pretty good. And I figured that a 11.5 upper would have more reviews, more info about it, and there just wasn't. So that's the purpose of me making this video. Now, why should you listen to me? There's really no reason to listen to me. I'm a dude on the internet, in the woods. You don't know anything about me. Basically, I like to shoot, but other than that, I've got no credentials. So listen to me or don't, that's up to you. I just figured I'd get this out there since I saw a gap in info online. So basically the point of this video, I'm just gonna give you some initial impressions, kind of show you how this looks out of the box, minus the light and the non-vertical foregrip. These obviously didn't come on there, so I wanted to show kind of how it is out of the box, the finish, the fit, details close up, and then I'm gonna do a my first shots just to make sure it all runs smoothly, and then I'm gonna do a accuracy test as well. And I'm gonna benchmark that against a rifle, 16-inch rifle that I use pretty often and am relatively accurate with. That way I can kind of get a good idea of how accurate this is, how well it works out of the box, and then maybe in the future, after I get some more time on this, I'll do a full-on review. Not that anyone asked for that, but I'm gonna offer it anyway. So first and foremost, let's give you some close-up details. So the most I could really find on this, I don't know if that's gonna focus or not. Maybe not. There we go. Most I could really find on this is that, according to Brownells' website at least, it was made by a reputable US manufacturer. So I don't know exactly what that means or who that is. I was on some forums, maybe it's PWS. Potentially someone thought that. I don't know for sure. That would be a good sign in my opinion. Not that I have ever personally handled one of their products or seen one in person, but I've read good things about them. So take that for what it's worth. So the reason I was drawn to this is it's just a very basic upper. No frills, allegedly reliable, had a government profile barrel, which I wanted, and it's just 11.5 inches. And I got this with the intention of suppressing in the future. So that, and Brownells is a reputable company. Not that they manufacture these products, but anything that I feel like they would put their name on as a branded product of theirs, I would think that they would try to do a good job with. So from the back here, I don't know if you can see that forge marking. It is right here. People who are smarter on the internet might be able to tell me what that means, or that might be a clue as to who manufactures it. Not to me. The finish is great. It's very smooth, very even, and it looks fantastic. I can show you this compared to the Palmetto lower. I know, Palmetto, but I'm kind of thrifty, so I figured if I'm gonna save a little bit of money, other than the money I've already saved, because the Brownells upper is pretty cheap to begin with. I feel like it's a good value. Anyway, Saved a little bit more money getting the Palmetto Blim. You can maybe see the difference. It's a little bit less shiny than the Palmetto, but the two actually fit together really well. I like that fitment between the upper and lower. So there's that. You can see inside, same deal, very smooth. The manufacturing on this seems to be pretty solid. If you can maybe see in there to that barrel extension, maybe not. I'm gonna adjust some settings here real quick. Maybe you can see that. Anyway, it's good. So this is a 5.56 NATO, chrome lined, 1 in 7 twist rate, government profile. So kind of a thick one, hopefully pretty accurate. This comes with the bird cage on the end there. And then I don't know if you guys knew this, but Streamlight is selling with these nice little M-LOK 45-degree offset light mounts now, which is pretty sick. Mounts it up there nice and snug like. And then I've got, of course, the 100 Concepts flashlight cover, which is a dope product. I highly recommend that for keeping that carbon off your light and making sure you don't accidentally flash people, which accidentally flashing people is never a good option for you. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do, Rosie, it's gonna get loud. It's gonna get loud, Rosie. Do a little function test of this guy. Let's hope that that whole mil-spec thing applies. I don't really want to die. I'm gonna I'm gonna hide a little bit. Hey. All right, no problems. No problems at all. Cool, let's do a few more. Got no sights on this because I, wasn't sure if I was gonna die or not. So figured if I was gonna die in a catastrophic explosion, I wouldn't put my nice sights on there. So let's get a couple more, see what we can get. Nice, cool. I don't know if you can see any of the gas blowback or anything like that. If you can see that ejection pattern. Seems like it's about 3 or 4 o'clock, not bad. I read that 11.5s were pretty well gassed. That seems to be the case. For comparison, we'll do my 16-inch real quick. Maybe you can see the difference. I do feel like the 16-inch is a little softer shooting. I think Rosie took off. Good. Check that real quick. Huh. It's almost shooting out like it's a little overgassed. Well, anyway, yeah, off camera there, I just put a little bit of lube on the 11.5 in the spots that matter. All the frictiony spots, to get it to where it was running nice. And sure enough, I think just after break-in period, it's going to be running well. And I can eventually get that puppy suppressed and then eat gas. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my 100-yard groups with those 3 different types of ammo on this guy. Swap this over, like I said earlier, get the same groups on the 11.5, kind of see what kind of accuracy we're getting. Okay, so here's my setup. Look at this. Look at this, you can trust me. You can trust me, look at this. 16-inch, 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 55, 62, 77 grain, 11.5, 11.5, 11.5, 55, 62, 77, okay? This is foolproof, all right? These crosses are all approximately the same size. These circles are within a margin of error of some kind. This hand larges most of the time. So hopefully at 100 yards, we can get an idea of how these group. Now, I never claimed to be a good shooter. I just claimed to like shooting. I really don't know how I compare to anybody else. I might suck. So let's keep that in mind. This could be awful. Okay, so. All right, now we're about 100 yards down to there. I'm gonna count it off as best I know how. Just to be clear, I'm gonna walk it off. I have laser rangefinder to this before. So we're gonna be more or less 100, but it's good enough for me today. All right, here we go. 10. Hopefully I don't get ticks. 11, 12, 13, 14. Out. Hopefully I can see that. 55 grain. Let's do 5. That's all I got time for. 16-inch. Safe at 100 yards. Is this test legit? Probably not. But you guys are gonna eat it up anyway. Okay. Okay, cool. I can see that pretty well. Just gonna hold. Same spot. Every time. .62 grain. That's 5. God, what if I miss all of these? It'd be freaking embarrassing. Let's load up some 77. I hope I got enough to do 5 of 5. All right, well, this is a 3-time optic. Not ideal. Even with the 1 MOA dot, it's hard to really get a good picture of where I'm precisely aiming, but trying. This is a 1 1/8 twist, 16-inch barrel, by the way, so little bit different. It's a good comparison at least. I'm gonna go down and see how that turned out. And then I'm gonna get that optic setup switched over to where it will eventually go for good. So here's this 11.5 Brownells BRN-15, of which the internet does not know anything about. In its final-ish setup, so as you can see, pistol brace, palmetto lower, enhanced trigger, feels mil-spec to me, maybe until it breaks in, I don't know. Nice rubberized, god dang, nice rubberized freaking mag pull, mil-spec, safety, nothing ambidextrous. I don't really care for that. I'm right-handed, which is the right way, so I don't go for the ambidextrous stuff. Ambidextrous. 11.5 barrel, gov profile, 1 7 twist rate, BCM, non-vertical foregrip, non-vertical. Keep me out of prison. Streamlight, because I value. 100 concepts, Reflecty Lifesaver, A2 bird cage, like I said. I'm going to suppress this at some point to make it a nice 16-inch total length, so I don't blow my eardrums out if I ever have to use it inside for some reason. Then my Sons of Liberty Gunworks BCG. On top, I've got the BCM riser, the new BCM riser with a primary arms. Love primary arms. Once again, value and performance. This thing is sick for a good price. It's just a 3x. And then the EOTech 512 because I'm kind of got a good deal on it, and I like AA batteries. But yeah, that's that. So far, with like 6 rounds out of this, it's been super reliable, man. I'd say it's good to go. Trust me on that. You've got no reason not to. You've got no reason to, but you've also got no reason not to. And at 5 rounds with no malfunctions, I think that is pretty bulletproof. So let's get on with these accuracy tests for what it's worth to you guys. 55 grain out of the 11.5 at 100 yards. Oh Lord. It's different without that vertical foregrip. This is a horizontal or non-vertical foregrip because that's the law. Yeah, it's getting a little more concussion than my longer gun, for sure. Can't wait till one day I'm not poor and able to afford a suppressor. 62 grain now, 100 yards, 11.5 inch barrel. All right, I'll shut up. Might have pulled that one. Okay, that's 5. It's a little gassier. A little gassier. And hopefully you can see some of that ejection pattern there. The last of the 77 grain. Oh, that's a bad shot. That's fudge. I don't think this is gonna be good. I'm getting nervous because it's my last few rounds. I'm a terrible YouTuber. Is that 5? I guess that was 5. All right, well, let's see what comes of that. Oh God, okay. This is embarrassing. So, evidently, throwing an optic on haphazardly and then trying to shoot 100 yards doesn't work. So, we have this here to prove that. Basically, my 11.5 shots just didn't really make it at all. Because my first group of 62 was this right here, out of the 16-inch barrel. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was my first group out of the 16-inch barrel, 55 grain, Sharpie for reference. I mean, that's with a 3x. 100 yards, being a crappy shot like me, that's, I mean, hey, that's doable. This is a little bit better. See, that's actually a pretty tight group. According to my research, 1 1/8 twist, 16-inch barrel, 62 grain will stabilize pretty well, and I've generally seen that. I shoot pretty well with a stabilized, or with a 62 grain out of my standard 16-inch AR. One little flyer here. And then, this is unexplainable. I'm not sure what to think about this. Maybe if I look back at the video, I'll notice, and I'll make some little annotations of like what I'm seeing if I do. This is my 11.5 55 grain, allegedly. This could be anything for that matter, because I have none 62 grain 11.5. Mind you, these are my points of aim, points of impact, not here, okay? So I think this might be my 11.5 55 grain, could be the 62 grain, I don't know. None of that is zeroed. Apparently it's zeroed badly. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put this at 50 yards. 50 yards is where I plan to zero this rifle with 62 grain because that's what I shoot, because I'm cheap. I know it's garbage, don't make fun of me. And maybe every now and then I'll put some 77 grain or something nice in there to treat it to a little happy day. But yeah, not today. Anyway, that's disappointing. Only thing I've proved is that I'm not that good at stuff. So 50 yards, zero it, maybe we can get some better results. So I have got a new magazine, 62 grain. At that point, maybe I can't. Maybe I suck and this will be my only video. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be the funniest thing ever? If I only made one because I was so bad. Why would I even upload it like the first one? Why would I do that? I don't know, man. Because I'm dumb. Beep, beep, boop. Okay. In battery. Oh yeah, I can see this a lot better. Did I press start? Am I recording? Okay. Call of Duty. I'm recording. Run. Okay. Funny thing, that optics that I just tossed on there, I'm like shooting a foot high, like a whole foot high. So I think that only group that I got with that 11.5 is actually the 77 grain. So not wasted. I can use that as a group at least. Everything else went way above. So cool. Let's get that dialed in a little bit. Do some more rounds and get it right on the money. Okay, I was just running. Don't mind me being out of breath. So evidently I'm really good at dialing because I got the that second elevation dialed in right on the money. I'll show you the I kind of just put it right where I needed to be. We're gonna check my left to right now, my windage, if you will. See where that is, get some more to make a better group, and try to get this guy perfect. Ignore my posture. For good measure. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Let's go check this out. Oh, the battery's almost dead. Oh, let's see what we can get. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. All right, real quick. Okay. All right, gonna dial it into the right. Couple clicks. There's that steel I was hitting, and there's other steels right over there. So that's where I was initially. These three were where I were, the first three I did. So yeah, trending left. I'm gonna move those right. So, Brownells BRN-15 upper receiver. Not necessarily a review of the other parts here, but it's all together. This is semi-finished final form. Of course, eventually suppressor. And my 16-incher over here is gonna get scope and probably a suppressor as well. And then, oh God. Obviously, I'm gonna get a paint job. Give this a good paint job for our Ozark Mountain summers. It's very humid out right now. It's not hot though, which is nice, just humid. And then I got this really cool sling. Okay, it's not hype beast, I promise. It's the Onward Research. It's the new camo pattern, new sling. It's slick, man. That adjustment is nice. It's very smooth adjusting, which is cool because my Blue Force gear, Vickers sling, it's a sling. It's one of the slings in the world. It works, but it's not as smooth as this. So I'm excited for this. So get a paint job on this guy. Finally got it zeroed. So I can show you, as you can see over here, initially started out Way too high with this new optic. I think that this one grouping that I got on the 11.5 that you saw earlier was actually the 77 grains. Like I said, I was shooting about a foot high. So first group was up here, brought it down, and I was kind of right along this middle line, my second 3-round group. And then I shot a few more, and they all kind of tended to go to the left a little bit. So I moved it right. And then by the end, my last 5 were 1, 2, 3, all right in the middle. Super happy about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my last 5 at 50 yards there was all within that circle. So call that about an inch and a half. That's about an inch and a half, maybe a little less, inch and a half. Let's just say inch and a half. 50 yards, so take it out a little bit longer. Better shooter can do better than me, but I'm getting about an inch and a half. First day shooting the gun. Magazine and a half through it, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think that this is a reasonably accurate rifle with crappy 62 grain ammo. So get some really good ammo in it, some 77 grain, some more match grade stuff, and I think you'll see a big jump in accuracy, which I expected it to be pretty accurate with the heavier stuff. 1-in-7 twist, thick barrel. But yeah, overall, I lean towards the Spartan, reliable, no frills, quality stuff for a good price, and this seems to fit the bill. Everything has stayed tight. Running well. So I think what I'm gonna do, get this guy painted up, throw that sling on there. I'm probably not gonna do any ninja stuff today. I should probably practice first before just putting that on camera for the world to see, but gonna get some more rounds on this guy, come out, do a secondary video where I can actually review it. You know, this one was mostly just about initial impressions. Overview, kind of out of the box type review. And out the box, magazine and a half, ran well. I like it. We'll see how it fares going forward. Yeah, for what it's worth, I give it my seal of approval. Seal of approval from a person that doesn't matter. If this video gets no views, you'll never see me again.